by popular demand, and by popular I mean our first comment ever, hooray, yeah, requested Robocop 1, the original one. Can you guys remember why we started with number 2? I vaguely remember because one of you hadn't watched it.
Number 1.
Yeah, that's right. We watched number 1 together.
Privately.
But we did it, like, privately, and then we're like, let's watch number 2, and then we started this whole stupid recording
Did
thing.
we watch number 3 together, or was that
We haven't watched number 3 yet.
I think me and Prof watched number 3 together.
I think we...
Just to be a nice little friend here, shout out to Val. I really don't know how to say your last name, but that's the person who commented on our video.
I will clip his name out and post it in the video. Thanks, man. Love your support.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Please don't be a Russian bot.
I had to actually look up who it was again. I was like, oh, I feel bad. I forgot who it was.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll put it in. Anyway, yeah, I mean, everyone's seen this movie. If you haven't, you're an embarrassment to yourself and your ancestors, because this movie rules.
You know, they just got a calico cat to do that. Wasn't actually a lion.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, the audio is from a tiger.
I know. I know. I was just saying it was a cat.
Also, the bald eagle screech is from a red-tailed hawk.
Why don't we use horses? No, cows. Yeah. No, you gotta use horses and paint them as cows. And they
cows don't look like cows in the movie.
You gotta use horses.
Do.
It's kind of depressing that this movie's more relevant.
Why does that look like what's his face?
Leslie Nielsen?
Series 7 Sports Heart.
No,
he has grey hair.
You picked the heart. Extended warranties. Financing.
How would that fit in your chest cavity? It is the size of a football.
And remember,
John Leno.
John?
3 dead
Leno?
police officers. 1
Jay Leno?
That's the one, yeah.
Omni Consumer Products, OCP.
Ooh.
The firm saved the life of Officer Frank Fredrickson. Good luck, Frank.
I just love that little fist bump. Ugh. Good luck, Frank.
Now, listen, pal. Your client's a scumbag.
This is just assault. That shirt looks like every public bus seat cover I've ever sat on.
Yeah, let's say like a carpet or something.
Yeah. It's that random crack lady looking, just like zooming in.
She's probably off her face, so she's
get wrong side of a desk.
Now, you did get a cup of coffee.
Okay, she was begging.
She's panhandling behind the police desk.
Hell yeah.
Right into the ground.
Where are you from?
They couldn't have like an attractive dude walking from the showers. No, they gotta have his tasty white dude walking around.
Oi! There we go.
Hey.
We should strike.
Co-head change rooms. Now that's the future.
What?
Oh, you won't see the rounds.
What's a Robocop's gun again? Like it's a real life gun.
His gun, it's a 93R. I think I just call it the Auto 9 in this.
Crazy man.
Nice. Yeah.
Lewis, come here when you finish fucking around with your suspect.
Sorry, he's just so good.
It's a Beretta 93R.
That's what I said.
We've been over that.
Yeah, I wasn't listening. Sorry.
Why would you ask the question?
I mean, I'm sorry.
I usually drive when I'm breaking.
Yeah, Spotter, you can't get mad. You don't listen half the time.
What do you say?
What?
Exactly. Could have waited till he got in the car.
I mean, bit of a dick move.
Gets pulled under the car and run over.
Then she becomes Robocop.
Yeah.
Oh no, guess I have to reverse and go pick her up. Oops, I'm going over again.
Oh no. That'd be a fun...
Actually, I would like that.
Like an alternate reality where Lewis gets rolled over under the car by Murphy.
Yeah. Like, you know how they made the Ghostbusters remake? Which
we're all too aware of that.
We don't talk about that.
No, I want the Robocop remake, but she gets run over in that scene.
In that exact scene.
Yeah.
And and she becomes Robocop.
Ridiculous fart jokes. Sorry, that's my oil needs changing.
I was thinking more like aggressive wonton soup jokes that don't go anywhere.
Yeah, you better be careful, man. I hear Joe
That episode's coming up later, folks. Stay tuned.
Delta City. All in Detroit now
The amount of excessive clapping gets so old quick.
That's just company. That's a
It's
company.
company
line.
mandated clapping.
I really like how they've just got. He's just the old man. Like he isn't a. He's. That's all he is. He has no name. You don't know anything about him other than he's old and rich and old.
And he's the CEO.
It's also that older audio style where everyone's voices sound like that characteristic sort of old, like slightly grainy, but then like certain sounds are crystal clear, like clapping.
I like
Well,
that wall of TV.
The clapping would probably be Foley audio, whereas the voice is just like there's a boom mic above that man's head about to bonk him.
And you'll see that we have gambled
Oh.
in markets traditionally regarded as non-profit. Hospitals, prisons.
Non-profit hospitals. Uh-huh.
I say good business.
That statement doesn't even really make
As
sense
you know,
because
we've
most
entered into a
prisons in the
contract with
US are
city
for
to
profit.
run local law
Well, this is
Actually manufacture
1987. Even this dystopian future could not have foreseen
We need something.
how much medical bills are. I love this thing so much.
209.
So, how is he meant to arrest anybody? Like, he doesn't have hands. Like, he has no way of actually arresting or moving anybody.
Maybe he has a net gun. Fires
I
net
don't.
and throws
Yeah.
I
it.
don't think they really care about arresting him.
He's
Mate,
more.
he's got like a rack of missiles on either of his arms. I don't think bringing people in is really what he was designed
God,
for.
it's such a cool design. Look at him. Look at him. I love it too.
Hey, you shake a pop,
I
eh?
love this.
It's. I don't know. It even stands up.
The enforcement droid, Series
Like, the
209,
special effects of this thing
is a
still stand up.
self-sufficient Law enforcement robot. Simulate a typical arrest and disarming procedure. Mr. Kenny,
The 80s was really a good time for Desert Eagle.
Really
going
was,
to
yeah.
the 209.
I'm slightly annoyed that I can see the fingerprints in the Desert Eagle.
Well,
Yeah, the chrome
the,
finish.
the price you
Yeah.
pay for
Touch it with your
Chrome.
bare hands.
Whoa.
You have 20 seconds to comply.
God.
I think you'd better do what
Is
he
it,
says.
who is it? Is it IMI that made the Desert, IWI that made the Desert Eagle?
I am.
When you threw it, it went off.
IWI that made the Desert Eagle? Yeah, IMI.
Yeah.
I love this.
Oh, yeah, this is so good. Yeah, just run behind him.
Oh,
I miss Squibs. I miss.
I think you
How
got
many
him, bro.
squibs did
Yeah.
they use? Just
Yes.
all of them?
All of them. That's.
I'm no medical expert, but I think he's dead.
Oh, shh, 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 shh. Shh. Here it comes. Shh. Wait for it.
You want to call a goddamn paramedic?
What for?
Get-
2 arms and 2 legs and a head? There's no torso.
No, his legs got fucking mulched.
Okay, so literally a head and 2 arms.
Oh,
Scheduled to begin construction in 6 months.
the guy's torso now has like consistency of mango pulp,
Payments alone.
and it's a glitch.
Perhaps you're aware of the Robocop
Does it
program
taste like
run
mango
by myself
pulp?
at Security Concepts as a contingency against
No.
There's only one way to find out.
Mr. Morton, I'm sure this is something we can take up in
That room probably has quite the distinct smell of metal
Yeah. Ooh.
and gunpowder.
Does anyone smell rust?
We're ready to go, sir. We've restructured the police department and placed
Well, if you
prime
get a
candidates-
Oh, hang on. I love this.
I'm confident that we can go to prototype within 90 days.
Good.
Oh, that's a line that I missed
I'll expect a full
on the first few watching. How they set prime suspects, prime candidates to be Robocop to that district specifically so they would get killed, so they could reap them parts.
Yes. I think was it the second movie where you see all the previous tests for Robocop?
No,
it this one?
it's not.
No,
they're
they
not
try to
previous ones.
reproduce it
Yeah, they tried to do
by
Robocop
using
2.
like criminals and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like
And
that.
then they were
scene.
like, the
That
fucking,
was fun.
the unstable
No, no.
cult drug addict is the best person.
No, all the other ones were police, I think, and that's why they went for a criminal, because like the police weren't.
The one that like rips his own helmet off and there's just a screaming
Yeah.
skull.
Yeah, that's great. That's
He's great.
Fancy moves, Murphy.
metal as fuck.
Why don't you drive?
He littered. He just littered. Whoa, that's not a good example.
It's okay as a cop.
You burn them.
Yeah. Laws don't apply.
You burned the fucking money!
I mean, some of it's probably fine, Clarence.
Only in America, where they use monopoly money, would this be a concern.
Yeah, the paper money.
Yeah.
That would, oh, man.
Imagine not taking out your like social security checks worth of money from your pockets before accidentally putting them in the wash.
Yeah.
Your money just fucking disintegrates.
Does it actually like if you put American money through the wash,
It's
will it
water
destroy it?
resistant, but like it will just dissolve. Yeah.
Huh. Oh, see, he's not checking his mirrors every like 3 to 5 seconds like he's mentioned.
Not many people know this, but he actually has the podcast Last Man Standing.
He has the what?
It's the part where you go down to die. So people can revive you.
Oh no, not martyrdom. Sorry. Yeah, you.
No, hang on.
Yeah, it's Last
It's
Man
like the
Standing.
second, the second wind or something. You can like shoot somebody and kill them and get on the chance.
Depends on the game.
I think it's also
Last
Borderlands.
That guy's got martyrdom. He just dropped a grenade.
Yeah, he actually just did get martyred. Like.
The cops of this universe don't give a fuck.
They were nice enough to reverse instead of just going forward.
So what's funny about this is they're like, oh yeah, there's just the two of us. We'll go respond. But in reality, like there should already be like 7 or 8 police cars following them.
But that's part.
And then they would wait for the.
Yeah, but that's part of the story that they're so underfunded and so on. They're purposely underfunding and understaffing the area so that it goes to shit. So they OCP can buy it up cheaper.
And to make Robocop people.
Yeah, that's why they just
So
messaged.
Capitalist.
They messaged just then saying, "Hey, backup," and they're like, "No, there's no backup. Like no one is coming. There is not available."
Yeah, I have actually watched this movie before, despite my ignorance. I know.
The system is working as intended.
Yeah, I'm making snide comments in the full knowledge of what's happening.
Never. Unacceptable.
Ooh. She's gonna sneak peek.
She doesn't do anything because she's just blown away by the. Why? Oh,
She was just enjoying the view.
There's no point giving away your position. You can just tell him to freeze. That's your first command.
Rule of cool, dude.
Why is she even blowing a bubble?
She likes gum.
She likes dick.
While sneaking up on a criminal who is
Yeah, wait.
very dangerous.
Oh,
Gotcha, bitch!
hell yeah.
She got distracted.
Magic Mike got the magic dick.
Capital investment, man. Yeah, but why bother making it when we can just steal it?
Cocaine in the 80s really was just the crypto of its time.
You know those things will kill you.
Oh,
You want to live forever?
Did this come out?
I love this fucking show. It's like fake show that they made up. For
it
this.
just looks like
It's
Benny
iconic.
Hill, but American. And not as shit.
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh,
Yup, yup,
whoa,
yup.
whoa. He's the line. Shh, do it.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Hell yeah. Wah, wah, wah.
Okay, tough guy, get up. Get up. Come on. Spread your legs. That's right.
Down, chicken, bow wow.
Just hold up. I'm being
I'll
baited
take
into
your
a
pants off.
conversation.
Lewis?
Oh dear.
Why don't you let us take over from here, Emil?
I mean, even if the money's burnt, as long as it has its face value intact, it's like it should
I
be
guess.
fine.
But I don't know, if you walked up to a drug deal to buy a brick of cocaine and there's like, here's a wad of like burnt up, shitty looking money, they're probably not going to be too pleased.
I feel like you could get rid of it easy enough. Just go to, at least in Australia, go to a casino.
Ooh.
You a good cop? Hot shot? Why, you gotta be some kind of great
He plays the villain very
come
well.
in here all
He really
by
does.
yourself.
He's a
Better
good.
than a dad.
He's just such a good choice of. I don't know. He's not your traditional action movie villain. Of like some buff motherfucker. Do you reckon they had like a buy one get 6 free special on pump action shotguns somewhere?
bet that really pisses you
Must have.
That one dude who keeps laughing, he sound you know that
A
monkey
hyena?
bat thing that hangs out by Java.
Jabba.
No.
Oh, right, yeah. The
Oh,
weird little
sorry,
alien
yes.
thing.
Yeah, the little thing that goes
Yes.
like in every like 5 seconds.
Ow.
Yeah, do you mean Salacious B. Crumb, my boy?
Yes, yeah, salacious. Yep.
He's all yours.
Man, I wish I was Robocop.
I mean, I don't think I want to go through the process. This seems unpleasant.
Did you know
I
for
wish-
this scene, Peter Weller actually got dismembered by shotguns?
Really?
Yeah,
That's just how much of a method actor he is.
Yeah.
All right, boys. You loaded up with, like, the lightest birdshot, right? Oh, not that one.
Just got a scratch.
That Kevlar vest is doing the work.
Hey, Clarence, you're still alive.
I want an edit of that little monkey just sitting in the corner somewhere.
Okay, Funzo.
That's such a good dummy.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Good night, sweet prince.
Go Salacious. Yeah.
Every time he laughs, I think of an obscure movie reference, the giggler from Death Wish 3.
That
That
is
is
obscure.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have someone in the comments telling you about like, how much of a fan they were of, what was it called? The Giggler from Death Wish 3?
Yeah. Charles Bronson. 'Twas a quality film. Can someone get a goddamn paramedic?
Maybe we should call backup instead of just crying.
Well, they called back up before, and they were like, lol, lol, lamau,
Report it.
Rafflecopter. Oh, here's the Rafflecopter.
Yeah, they couldn't supply backup, but they could airlift him out of the...
Well, listen. OCP runs the cops, not the hospital.
They do actually.
Actually, yeah, they do. It's such a cool scene. Just all the first-person stuff as he's going through the transformation.
Because you know how it's this scene where he's being operated on. It's also where he's being turned into Robocop, and it tells the story as well. It's like a vehicle for telling the story. Yeah, not just, and it feels very natural because they do tell you a lot of stuff, but it feels natural. But they also just show a lot of stuff.
I think that's actually a problem with modern films where they just assume everyone that's watching the movie is a goddamn moron, or more realistically, everyone watching their movie is also on their phone at the same time, so they need to be explicitly told every single thing that's happening. Everyone's motivations have to be vocalized. You can't just watch and, like, infer from their actions.
Yeah,
It would be like,
catering to the lowest common denominator, the mouth breather in the room.
yeah,
Yep.
it would be like this would be, that is your wife, the woman you love, and that is the child, your child, the woman the child you love too.
Yeah, immediately before this, it would have been like, "Hey Murphy, remember that wife and kid that you've had for the last like 7 years? Yeah,
My lovely wife.
yeah.
whom I
Remember
love a lot.
them? And here's the photo as well.
Oh,
Remember
I
how
love
much you
this.
love
Look at
them?
it. Oh, God, that's so cool. Everything about this setup is so good. This is
I
this
do
is
like
a
this
damn near
sequence.
perfect movie.
I don't think I ever noticed it in this scene, but like that woman in those glasses,
He's on.
those are
Oh,
huge.
yeah.
Look
We're
at
able to
them.
save the left arm.
Man,
And she's beautiful.
Total body prosthesis. Now lose the arm, okay?
hell yeah, lose the goddamn arm. That's something I hated about the remake they did. Where it was like, well, we kept his hand for some reason, so he could give what
They
burn
also
handshakes.
changed. I was gonna
Handshakes? What?
comment on
What?
that, but they changed the whole like reason as well. Like in the remake, they don't be like, "Oh yeah, OCP is intentionally making it more dangerous." No, they already have drones, which are the perfect answer for like what's going on. But they're like, "No, we need people because people don't
That's
trust the robots."
They have really
And there's just,
effective
like-
drones.
Yeah, this weird like bill where like robots can't be used on American soil, like they have
Yeah,
to
because
be.
the Ed 209s are for military use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just wild. I did
How
like
good's that
watching
robot?
Ed 209s like fight terrorists
Every bone.
That
in
was
the
fun.
sandbox. That was a good scene. I enjoyed
But
that.
yeah, but that's just, again, that's just monkey lizard man brain. Where I'm like, I see mech doing
Yeah.
mech things.
I do
Yeah,
like mechs.
explosions and machine guns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on a robot, and I look at them and go, that's the coolest shit. like Pacific Rim.
Love Pacific Rim.
Yes.
I would hope they would focus his eyes a little more than this. This is blurry.
Oh, it's the big glasses.
The big lot. Anyone else get the vibe that she would 100% just give you like a lecture about
It should have been me.
how awful you are? I don't know why. Like she would just give you a lecture about your privileges. Go away with your horned glasses.
I don't
Shoot.
get that vibe. I get like she's like the prudent, like reserved woman,
Robocop.
but will also just be a massive slut.
Hell yeah.
Like the librarian you hear about all over town, and you know they get down, but like it's just that unspoken thing.
I've thought about
I
this
like
too
how
much.
happy they seem.
Well, I
Don't
mean,
be concerning yourself with things I've thought about.
they've effectively created life. I mean, some real Frankenstein moment.
We are God.
They just glossed over the fact they created life. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, they really did, because he died. Like, not like, oh, he was dead for a bit, like, he dead.
Hey, this is bullshit! I take my orders from...
From what? Finish that damn sentence.
It's just like the EMF radiation that we're getting off Robocop whenever he walks in a room.
Yeah, he has
Does he
just,
just have like a microwave inside him that he's constantly reheating hot pockets?
He is plutonium based.
These cops sort of like scampering through their building.
Yeah, they want to see the cool road, though.
How did none of the cops notice them? I love how that's just clearly a plastic panel with like an LED blinking on it.
Yeah.
Drilled through. Yeah.
Is a rudimentary paste that sustains his organic system.
Because the prop department, I think there was an interview with like the prop department or someone who worked on it. They're like, we built the prop and we were like, it looks like shit. But they were like, oh, we'll just edit it in post, and they never edited it.
And now we look like fools.
He's really into that paste.
Yeah, he loves it. Oh, that's not allowed. That's not safe. Put your heads the other way. That's better.
Hey, hang on, it's Robocop.
That fucking gun!
How did he sneak in? I love in the Robocop game, that thing has a 50 round capacity.
What are they gonna do? Replace us?
That's such a cool special effect. God damn it.
It was worth this poor guy being stuck inside a coffin suit.
I love the blue, green, purple like
I like
transition across the armor.
The armor color is fantastic.
It's in the second one they really beef it up a lot more blue.
They had to remake the suit and the color. They cranked it up.
No, so they
but
did
they
that.
could never get the original suit.
They did that so that it was less reflective. Like the bluer one hid the camera better than this silver one. Ooh!
I see.
I'd buy that for $1. His teeth are all fucked up too.
Yeah, I guess he's meant to be British.
I guess.
The Big Book of British Smiles. One titty mag, please.
I wonder what Homeboy's packing under his homeless jacket.
It's a Sterling, yeah.
Open the goddamn safe!
It's got that Stendo barrel, like Frost from Rainbow Six.
That would be so inconvenient. To, put your money away every night and you have to, unpack a pile of cans.
We only have to unpack one side, in fairness.
Yeah, but just put it out the back, bro.
Just put it anywhere else.
What if someone wants a light, whatever the hell beer it is?
He's just beaming cancer into everybody in his immediate vicinity.
Whoa.
I've shot you with my cancer ray. Excuse me?
I like how he just wades through it.
Daniels.
Like at any given time he could stop this. But you really want to do that.
That guy's
man's
dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead.
He just took a robot fist to the throat.
Good night.
That sent him flying across the room.
I love how just throughout the movie too, that show just becomes more and more unhinged.
It's just chicks smearing cake on themselves. Oh, here we go. Oh,
Yeah.
this
they
is an
remade this
uncomfortable scene. But still awesome. Your average Sydney interaction. I guess it was the 80s.
They all have cancer now.
I love his like knuckle duster switchblade.
His little trench knife.
Yeah.
You are under arrest.
Like the other guy's just concerned, like, whoa, 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 what are you doing, man? Hell
At least he
yeah.
can no longer get testicular cancer.
Well, he's no longer in need of, he won't get testicular cancer now.
Creep.
Yeah.
I like how the other guy's like, time to surrender.
So he's just in shock. Like,
You're impeding a police investigation.
Madam, you have suffered an emotional shock. I will notify a rape crisis center.
Thank you.
I don't care. Get those men by the stairs now. Hit it.
Oh yeah, they got the weird pump action bullpup shotguns.
yeah, the Mossberg. It's a kit that goes
Yeah.
over the Mossberg. Yeah.
Entered City Hall with a gun.
I thought it was a G11 the first time I watched this, and I had to like slow it down. To have a look.
I love how
It
they forgot to add police tape protocol.
What's next? Business.
Shut up, nerd. Robocop's here.
He's just a regular flesh cop. We don't need to interview him anymore.
I smell trouble. I love how he sneaks in like boom, boom, boom. Like every step is breaking concrete under him.
Okay, Miller. Don't hurt the mayor. I'll give you what
Why do they shoot sound backwards? Look.
I'm a desperate man. I want some fresh coffee. And third, I want a recount. And no matter how it turns
real
out, I want
bureaucrat.
my old job back. And I want a bigger office.
He's the old mayor, isn't he?
And I want a new car. What kind of car?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He lost an
he's the
election of
post
some
man.
sort.
Leather seats. It goes really fast and gets really shitty gas mileage.
Hell yeah.
Real American.
Real American car.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Is he like standing direct?
Yes.
See how disorientating that would be? Like standing directly like next to the thing projecting your voice.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, the thing's got 4 or 5 fucking... It's got
got
four.
four, two forward,
So it's just
two back,
blasting
yeah.
sound everywhere.
You'd also have mad feedback as well.
Yeah, it's just like... Wah, 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 wah.
Nobody ever takes me seriously. I kissed the mayor's ass goodbye.
Oh, he's the mayor. All
Wait
right,
a bit long to pull the trigger there, buddy.
I was thinking of the younger mayor from Robocop 2. Oh, I love how they just zoom in on the body.
Who is he? What is he? Where does he come from? He is OCP's
Out of space.
I love it just like...
crime management program. OCP spokesman
He was playing
claims the machine
red light, green light,
runs
Squid
an old
Game rules with the kids.
Alert. Red alert. Red alert.
Hell yeah.
You crossed my line of death.
You haven't dismantled your MX stockpile.
Pakistan is threatening my border.
Oh dear.
Buster, no more military
The Acapulco situation referenced later on in the film.
Nuke 'em.
I think so.
Before they get you. Another
It's like the
Nuke 'em. Get them before they get you.
Agreed to sanction construction of
Oh, so
OCP's
good.
Delta City new jobs, despite questions about workers' safety in dangerous old Detroit.
Ah.
Robert Morton, Vice President Security.
OSHA's
Counsel,
overrated.
OCP.
I'm afraid I can't comment on Delta City. That's not my division. But I will tell you this. At Security Concepts, we're projecting the end of crime.
you're the
in old
vice
Detroit
president.
within 40
What do you mean?
No, he's not. Not
I
yet.
will tell you there's a new guy in town.
He's the vice president of the police.
Security solutions?
Yeah, security. Delta City's a different area.
Welcome to the club, Bob.
You have to like side into the bathroom?
Yeah. Oh, it's got a little shoe puffer and everything to like get the trickles dry piss off your shoes.
I hear Jones
Nice.
is plenty pissed. Oh, you know, he's got this killer red.
I like how everyone like as soon as he mentions the name, everyone's like looks around like, oh fuck, and just everyone just leaves. And also, how good is it? Like the stock telegraph thing, like at eye level while you're taking a piss. I don't know. How old do you reckon Bob is? He doesn't look that young. The hairline isn't helping.
Took a long time to climb that corporate ladder.
Yeah.
It's a tall ladder.
It's just the stress. Corporate life.
I had a guaranteed military sale with Ed 209.
Ugh,
Renovation program. Spare parts
such a
for
good
25
line. This
years.
whole
Who
dialogue's
cares
so
if it
good.
worked or not?
Just, oh.
The old man thought it was pretty important. Dick.
Would anyone, like, why would you anyone name their child Richard now?
You know,
Like,
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
At what point did someone go, hey, Ricky, Dick, that's your new name? Like, why? Who was the first Dick nickname?
pretty simple math.
Oh,
It may come from like a root word. Like the original may have been like Dickard,
oh yeah, like Deckard
and
or
then
something.
translated
Yeah.
to Richard. Because certain cultures don't have trouble with certain sounds, so that's why they change letters.
Yeah.
You better
Come on, guys, just fuck already.
put that unholy
Look at them looking at each other like,
doesn't screw
The sexual tension in this room
there.
is climbing. Yeah. I know his reactor's going into meltdown.
Then rebels blew up the airport of Acapulco yesterday.
Great. We were going there next week. Hey, what was that?
Yeah, there's the Acapulco reference.
Yeah.
I knew there was another reference to Acapulco. I don't think it was the rebels either. It was like a Starship Troopers. They accidentally fried the president with a fucking orbital laser.
Oh, what happens?
Oh no, actually, no. Isn't that the second movie? They accidentally like fry the president with an orbital laser.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's.
I'm choosing to believe you, 'cause I can't remember.
Is that Starship Troopers or is that this?
I think that's this.
Definitely not
The Starship
Troopers.
The Starship Troopers is just focuses on the bugs.
Do you have a name?
What was the name of the place in Starship Troopers?
Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires, that was it.
How can I help you, Officer Lewis?
Murphy. It's you. You really don't remember me, do you?
Excuse me. I have to go. Somewhere there is a
Goodbye,
crime
Ann
happening.
Lewis. God, are those cars? Are they like matte,
I guess
or are
so.
they like just dusty as fuck?
Could be both.
Could be
Like,
both.
covered like in asbestos dust.
Experience detailed somatic response.
A dream. This cop
It'd be
saw
really
50 questions.
funny if in every scene her glasses just got bigger.
Just progressively
Trooper hat in
larger,
Scary
yeah.
Movie.
I was thinking
Yeah.
of that one.
Wait, you want to take
Was
him
it
offline because
was
he
it
had a
Doug
dream?
who's the
Are you
retarded guy
kidding?
on all these films?
Let's get out of here.
Listen, Reed, yeah, try and keep one thing in mind.
That one's funny.
This
That bit's
project
funny.
doesn't concern cops. It's classified.
What one was
I'm
that?
pretty sure you can't say retarded.
Retired.
Retarded.
But
Yeah, you
the
can.
first
Actually, you
movie,
can now.
Officer Dewey.
Yeah, I got it.
Dewey, yeah,
Yeah.
Dewey, he's great.
Is it Dewey? Yeah, but also,
This
why,
guy's a
why are you fucking swallowing so hard?
Yeah, Profi, you just...
Is
Is
he
it
like
water?
choking?
I'm thirsty.
Do I need to call somebody?
Do you need assistance? Are you choking in the background? Oh.
That was so loud.
So dude comes up to the window with the gun. The first thing I'm going to do is just drop down, shoot the glass. What are you going to do?
Well, that doesn't look bulletproof.
Put the gun through the hole.
You probably, yeah.
I'm a good shot.
I mean, also,
Guy from here.
just give the dude the money. It's like $18.
Also, the guy just works there
Yeah.
for minimum wage. He's clearly doesn't give a fuck.
I bet you think you're pretty smart, huh? Think you could outsmart a bullet? What do you say we find out, huh?
That's not how bullets work.
I'm talking to you. What do you say?
I don't know. I think I'm smarter than fucking.
The little details, like the bolt.
Draw
If you
my
look at
In the
bolt
rear.
on the, yeah,
Yeah.
it's locked back, and there's a little brass casing in there.
Dead or
Little
alive,
fella,
you are
little
coming
guy.
with me.
Well, this is probably the era that they just used real guns and just plugged the barrel a bit. This is before
Real
airsoft.
guns. Real guns, just be careful not to shoot each other.
Is that a wild Alec Baldwin I see? Run!
Isn't this the Batman effect? Like, how can he actually tell that it's him?
The voice line.
The same thing.
Yeah, remember the the voice line he says when he was about to arrest him the first time.
Yeah, but I mean, realistically, anyone could say that.
I
With the
guess.
same voice though. If you came up to me wearing a mask and said the exact same line, I'd still know it's you.
Same deadpan expression, yeah.
Oh,
He's
that's
dead.
such a cool. That's such a cool stunt.
Well, they actually had to kill a stuntman for this.
Yeah.
Not
The
enough.
stuntman's dead.
Yeah, not enough thanks goes to all the stuntmen
Who are you?
in all the films we watch.
Who
This is slightly off the topic of the movie, but is it not weird that there isn't like an Academy Award for like best stunt or stunt?
Yes, it is.
It's such an intrinsic part of movies, but like the stuntmen get nothing.
They don't get any recognition.
No, I think they get a shout out.
They do, but there's no award for it. Like there's nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I think very much historically, stuntmen have been sidelined by the Academy.
I don't know why.
What about that Ryan Gosling film, Fall Guy?
That
where
did
he
not.
takes credit for being a stuntman.
That did not do very well.
No, it did not.
Apparently the stunts were good, so I don't know. Maybe we'll watch it one day.
Oh yes, the data spike USB.
I wonder what other devices have a gigantic spike. You know, like, do you have like a portable hard drive that also just has like an 18-inch spike on the back of it?
Yeah, I was just going to add on that it seems very impractical as like any sort of data storage or data transfer device to have just like a shank.
Well, maybe it's like for like permanent hard drives or whatever. Like you're meant to mount something and cram it in there, not like temporary. I don't know. Love it. So many. Damn, he didn't waste time, did he? He murdered someone like the next day. Mr. Alcott.
I'm curious what, like, they don't tell us, but I'd be really curious what they thought his specs were, like in his computer and stuff inside of him.
Oh, right, yeah.
They were like, it has 4 gigs of processing power, and back then they'd be like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
It'd be like the Terminator, like gobbledygook. I am a learning quantum computer.
Okay.
I have 32 meg of RAM. Whoa.
Well,
Well, actually, what would have been big back then? Because it was like the 1987, so like Commodore 64s and Commodore 128s were a thing.
I saw a server storage solution from like the 80s.
Yeah.
And it like took up like a whole room.
Yeah.
And they were like, yep, this bad boy, 4 megabytes.
Welcome, shopper. Let's take a stroll through your new home. Progressive development.
Now we get things small in a poker chip that can hold over 2 terabytes of data.
Yeah, I know, right. Shit, I think I have a 2 terabyte drive. It's like smaller than my pinky fingernail.
A little micro
Yeah, a little micro SD, yeah. It's wild, really.
Looks like it might have been 1 to 2 megabytes back then. Would be like commercially available.
Like 0.5
Is that
maybe?
Is that a different wife from the second movie?
Probably.
Maybe. I love the little puckered lips. He's like, ooh, I don't like this. Ooh.
He just stealths into a nightclub. Oh, that woman had her boobies out.
Nice. Just generic.
You know, it's a shame you're going to have to blank out this music. It's such good, like, I don't know.
You know what?
Good jam.
I'm going to give it a go. See if it's recognized by anything.
It's got the same energy as like the music from the start of Blade.
We should watch
Dude,
Blade.
Yes.
Yes.
That is an absolute
Yeah.
banger. You
I
shut your
love that.
whole mouth.
I love that scene in Blade. That music's great.
I love how everyone just like celebrates his fucking broken tibia.
You know how casual they all were? That just reminded me of like when the Ninja Turtles bust in on Vanilla Ice's concert.
That's
Everyone's like,
another,
"Yeah."
that's another movie we need to watch.
Hell yes.
Oh man,
Smart is so sexy.
I mean, just eat a cake, guys. You don't need to have icing sugar straight like this. Can't be good for you.
A bit of two girls, one bump action.
It really ruins your nose.
Terrible thing to waste.
Ice and sugar's way better through the mouth anyway.
Yeah, you can't even taste it when you snort icing sugar.
Now I want a cake.
I always want a
played
cake.
a prank if I was on set. I would have ground up a couple antacids, like mixed it in.
Oh, look at this though. They're just happy enjoying each other's company. Nothing bad will ever happen to these.
Yeah, just 3 people living their lives, not recording anything, not doom scrolling TikTok.
Just living in the moment.
Just living in the moment, you know?
Just living in the moment.
Oh, man.
Gee, Bobby, bye. You gonna call me? Oh my God.
Yeah, tomorrow morning. I love the suppressor has the same barrel profile as the gun.
Little triangle suppressor.
Yeah. It's probably just an actual barrel and they've just made it thread over. Oh. That's right.
Hello, buddy.
I like how it's pre-recorded.
Yeah, it's so good. That gun would be very hot that he just stuck down his pants.
Maybe he's cold.
He's also got a suppressor on it.
Yeah,
I'll double it right now. You know what the
extra
tragedy
hot.
is here, Bob?
No, he took the suppressor off. He took the suppressor off, I think.
He did. Where'd he put it though? Did he just stick it down the back?
Oh no! He's got the Starship Troopers nuke grenade.
Yo, he's being kind of sussy.
One more.
Look at that tongue.
Actually, I saw a really cool incendiary grenade when I rewatched all of Underworld. I don't know why I did that. Maybe I
That's
just
something
like
we should
suffer.
watch, actually. I don't hate Underworld. The first one was good.
I don't either. Look, I kind of fuck with it.
What
And
is
they
the-
have cool ideas.
The
like
timer.
incendiary
Oh, that's
grenade.
cool. It's got a little actual timer that you can set on it. I don't think I've ever noticed that
that's
before.
Little digital
I
Casio timer.
I love that it's got an alarm. Just a firm reminder you're fucked.
It's also a mini nuke apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the grenade from Underworld, it just like dispersed gas into the environment, and then it just like had a spark. So it was.
It's like a fuel air bomb.
Yeah, it's like a fuel air bomb. I'm like, that's actually really clever. Because that's. That'll be way more. efficient.
Oh man, look at this bakery that all these fine people are working at.
What do you reckon they're making?
Well, no,
Is that
they're
racist?
they're actually sifting the flour down further to make sure they get out all the little like any
Oh, they're gonna
impurities.
separate the
Yeah.
wheat from the chaff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Old Clarence just wants to start his own bakery.
You don't see red wine criminals anymore.
Red
You
wine.
don't see it criminals.
It's
Yeah.
a,
I don't know. I don't know.
I like the guy like unironically wearing a beret. I was drinking that.
He does a good job though.
I like how he goes back to drinking it after he finger fucks it.
Mikey, blow this cocksucker's head off.
Guns.
Come on, Sal.
Someone likes this film.
Tigers are playing tonight. I never miss a game.
And what is that? This has bugged me for a little bit. That Mossberg that he's got there, that strap.
Yeah.
Have they just put a ring like around the magazine tube?
Well, I mean, that's probably just like a sling swivel point. Well, how else would you do it, I guess?
Yeah, makes sense to me.
It works fine.
I don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfy.
It's just rubbing all the bluing off the bottom of his barrel. Hmm.
Well,
Come quietly, or there will be.
it might interfere with the pump.
Fuck you.
It's just free floating too. Like there's nothing holding it towards the front there.
He did the cool guy one-handed cocking though, and that's awesome.
Thank God no one shoots him in his shoulder.
There's so many cool guns in this scene.
It is. But we've discussed this before, where it's like the face isn't real. It's just like a thin amount of material still over robot. Like it's not like his head is under there.
It's just his brain, isn't it?
Yeah, his brain's in there, and the face is like peeled over the top of robotics.
Yeah.
I thought it was entirely human head with added robotics, and then it was. Oh, but then again, I'm not as into Robocop as you guys are.
I am very much into Robocop.
I love
I
all
think
the
from
really
memory,
cool rifles.
Just like, oh no, red
That's
wine guy.
That's a Daewoo K1A. It's a Korean weapon.
It's vengeance for Lewis. Gets the quick swivel in.
All those poor manufactured neon signs.
Oh no, the Gyprock did not break my fall. Who could have foreseen this?
Clarence Bodiger, you are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent.
Fuck you.
Let's do that, man. That's just gross.
What, spit on him?
Yeah, it's all sticky now.
Oh. Confession time. This is the old, he just kept tripping on his way to the patrol car routine.
Yeah,
he fell down the
I
stairs.
don't think I'd bother reading him his rights if I was going to rough him up.
He's OCP, he's the senior president.
Anything you say may be used against you.
It's
Oh, thank God none of those windows broke during the gunfight, or else, man, this would not be as fun.
There's a lot of windows. There's a lot of floor-to-ceiling glass windows in this warehouse.
Yeah.
OCP runs the cops. You're a cop.
Oh, pesky Directive 3.
I will kill all these people except this guy.
Not all robots listen to the 3 laws of robotics.
Yeah, what was it iRobot that had that whole, that was like the whole plot of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie
Well,
was
there's
okay.
also, freedom and, robots not being slaves and stuff. No, there was actual examples of history. Like, a chess robot in Russia broke all the fingers of this kid that was trying to play it.
Well, that's the easiest way to win, if your opponent can't play.
Yeah. Lesson no. What's the scene from Starship Troopers? Disable the hand.
Yeah. Your enemy cannot press the button if you disable his hand or something like that.
Well, you can't move the bishop.
Just give me my fucking phone call.
Does that count as a signature?
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, there they go. That's the time they fixed it. So they did fix it in post, they just didn't do it for the initial scene.
I guess they thought, oh, we don't need to bother.
Yeah, who's gonna
It's far away.
Yeah.
No one's gonna look at it.
No one's gonna
I mean, they can't just rewind stuff at will.
That's true. Yeah, it was 1987. It's like, well, it's not like any. Who has a home theater and a actual reel-driven camera? No one can rewatch this.
No, I don't usually see anyone without an appointment, but in your case, I'll make an exception.
Is it like a restaurant? You got to book like a few days ahead, or
Aiding and abetting a known felon.
Or just call ahead.
Yeah.
Make sure he's not in a meeting.
you'd think he'd want a little bit more evidence than the words of a psychotic murderer. Oh. I wonder how he slipped it in. I guess he could just tell the programmers to, hey. Oh, you can see the camera in his noggin.
Results in shutdown.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense they don't want to have the chrome armor color.
You were an ordinary police officer?
It's such a nice color, though.
It is. It's so good.
And we can't very well have our product.
So I painted my my Necromunda Ambots in this color.
was about to say, damn, I paint you as Space Marines or something. That's cool. Do it.
Maybe like an Arbites or something.
Ooh.
That might be fun.
I have a
bit
box
of
of RPDs to do. Oh, I love the stop motion in this movie. I love he roars. It's so good.
You know, someone had to program that, right? Someone at OSDP had to like program the roar.
I mean, it would make sense that you would want the thing to have like a verbal intimidation factor. Not that it really needs it, but. I don't know why, but it always did kind of annoy me that Ed's right hand only has one barrel. I'm not sure what's the other barrel looks like it's an aiming thing for the rocket or something, but I don't know.
I guess so, yeah.
That's right. That's my head cannon. I want a flamethrower though.
Asymmetry on like weapon systems is cool.
Yeah, I don't know. It just bugs me slightly. I don't know why. Oh yeah, we were talking about before, like how it can't actually arrest anyone. So yeah, probably a net gun or something would make sense.
I think it was just going more full of, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Dead.
He's programmed for Waco mode only.
Wait for the cops to come and pick you up in their patrol car, or I will kill you. Is how...
I love his little toesies.
Yeah.
Look at him.
I like the noises it makes.
Yeah.
Stairs, his greatest weakness.
Yeah, my one weakness. How did you know? I always feel kind of sorry for him here. I don't know why. He just,
he wails.
I know. I love how Robocop just awkwardly stares at you if you just went full fucking Porky Pig for a second there. For a few seconds there, he just like stares like, what the fuck? Oh.
Actually, Robocop going down the stairs was quite funny.
Yeah. It would have been funny watching them film this movie. Like right now, he's probably not wearing the pants. Like he just wears the upper torso a lot because it's really hard to walk around in the legs.
It's already hard enough to be.
Yeah, they only had one scene of him getting in and out of, like,
the car. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have orders to destroy it. Oh shit! You're maniacs!
I wonder how many rounds the plate can take.
I do like scenes of Harrison getting gunned down by mobs.
Like just scenes of him getting mulched up. Like
yeah,
he's not completely invulnerable.
I like how the dudes with the shields are on the second line.
Yeah,
like
it's funny.
They're protecting the third line from the shell casings.
Yeah, from all the ricochet. Like.
Yeah.
That is a pet peeve of mine though in modern movies. Heroes usually don't get beat up enough.
Oh shit.
God, the music is loud.
Murphy! Murphy, it's me!
This is a pretty emotional scene though, if we were talking smack. Like it actually is.
I like how he just one of his hand just like broke a collarbone because he can't control it very well. Just snaps like a dry twig.
I'm surprised he didn't bring it flat to the ground when he used to get off.
It's back.
What?
Big is back.
Big is back.
Bigger is better. 6,000 SUX, an American tradition.
8.2 miles per gallon. My God.
Scorched in an instant when a laser
So
aboard the Strategic Defense Peace Platform misfired today during routine startup tests.
Yep.
13 people known dead at this hour. Among them, 2 former United States presidents who had retired in the Santa Barbara area. A day of mourning for a
New presidents got smoked.
Former presidents.
An accident, I'm sure.
Winky face.
Yeah.
No guarantees, you know. You're on your own.
That is the best stoner I've ever seen in any movie ever.
That's just actually a stoner.
Yeah, they
picked up from the
went
street.
they went to Skid Row and just found a dude.
Hiya, Barbara. Listen, I'm here to see Dick Jones. But when I'm done, I've got some free time. Maybe you could fit me in.
She does not seem
Expecting you, Mr. Boddicker.
intrigued by your offers.
The police officer who arrested you, the one you spilled your guts to.
Look,
Take a look at my face, Dick.
ever notice everyone wears their shirts like buttoned all the way up to the top?
You idiot. He
They're
recorded
wearing
every word you
ties, aren't
said.
they?
No.
His memory's admissible as evidence.
Old Clarence there is not wearing a tie.
You involved me. You're gonna have to kill it.
Gonna need some major firepower. You got access to military weaponry?
We practically are the military.
Pretty good line.
Isn't this the same abandoned factory he got, like, butchered in?
Yeah, he's coming home. Place where he was created.
Something poetic in that, I'm sure.
Not really. They can only afford the one location.
Precinct was deserted.
That also.
Half the force didn't show up for work today. I guess we're on strike. I wasn't sure what you needed.
Just ratcheting his kneecap back into place.
Your gun?
So comically
You asked
huge.
for this? I brought you some food.
I love that so much.
I'm not hungry.
Thank God all those gunshots missed his exceptionally kissable lips.
You may not like what you're going to see.
That's such a cool shot.
Yeah.
Distorted mirror.
Yeah. Oh no,
Oh
just
my god, I am a monster.
just runs and jumps off the cliff. But God, look at that! God damn, that looks so good.
It's really good to see you again, Murphy.
Just if they tried to remake this movie now, it would be a garbled CGI mess.
Well, after the funeral.
They did, and it was a garbled CGI mess.
I know, but I don't know, man. It looks so good.
Feel them,
Ugh.
but I can't remember them.
That'd be so awful. Like just getting like hints of your past life constantly.
Leave me alone.
He wouldn't be a tortured soul without the torture.
That's true. He'd just be a soul. Is that a store even, or just nudes? They sell adult magazines.
They sell individual Polaroid nudes.
I love how he threw the whiskey through when he had a crowbar. He could have smashed it with that.
Happy birthday, babe. She's from me.
Oh, you shouldn't have, dear.
Can I have you both?
Sure. We've had our shots.
Ugh.
I'd buy that for $1.
I wonder who that guy is.
What do you think, buddy?
He had to do the voice
The squeaky voice.
for Salacious, yeah.
Maybe.
Can I play?
Cobra assault cannon.
Watch this.
Wait a minute, wait, Clarence!
Now everyone gets tinnitus. Good work, Clarence.
Cobra assault cannon, state of the art. Bang bang.
This reminded me, by the way, your hearing loss is not service related. That guy definitely has tinnitus.
Time to, yep, anchor the... Just put the stock against my nutsack while firing. Did you again? Didn't learn the first
He's having
time.
a bit too.
He's just living life, you know, man. He's having a good time. Oh no, they got the first edition.
Steel mill. Let's go.
All right, cut the horse shit. We're moving out.
Come on, Emil. Get your ass in a van.
Ooh. Gamer words, I
Can't
think.
say that. Yeah.
He's talking about a bundle of sticks.
Yeah, that's fair. Is that a bundle of sticks? Oh no, it's iron rods. Damn. Close.
It's just a lot of rebar.
Well, he saw it from a distance, so he thought it was a bundle of sticks.
That's fair. No hate crimes here, YouTube.
Eat the baby food, Robocop.
I wonder whose baby... Like, that had to be like a production member's child.
Surely. It couldn't have been like... They couldn't have gone to stockimages.com.
Yeah, it doesn't have like the watermarks all over it.
Before the internet, before the FCC, they just took it off the shelf, maybe.
They had stock... I assume they would have had actually like stock images, but it would have just been like actual folders of stuff.
Can I help you?
Aim for me.
He's recalibrating.
You gotta have the main character and the love interest work together on something.
That's actually something that I do like about this movie, that they never tried anything like that. Like, it's always been a platonic relationship through all three of them.
Yeah, not the way she stares at him, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she's pretty much biting her lip every time she captures a glimpse of his fucking cue ball.
Just thinking about that robo fist spike.
Man, the small bit of flesh he's got left.
Ugh. Let's be subtle, guys. Also, this guy.
Emil, in the van.
Poor Emil. Just relegated to van life.
Get out of here now.
It's quiet. Too quiet. What? He could annihilate 3 of them. Like, he could get at least 2 of them before they turn around. I suppose he wanted to see what the guns do, maybe.
Looking for me?
That was unnecessary. Cool, though. No more giggling for you, bro. And then he just Michael Myers walks off into the distance. I wonder what that car's based on.
Doesn't travel very fast. Don't think you need the car.
Oh, here we go. Oh, man. Another great special effect. God damn. Did this win any Academy Awards? Did they even have special effects award then?
God, I love these effects.
Yeah, I know. He just goes full Toxic Avenger. It's great.
Yeah, special
So,
effects.
1987, The Fly won makeup. That's interesting. I've never seen The Fly. That one probably would not make it onto YouTube.
I love him howling in pain.
Yeah, you know.
I think you alluded to it earlier, but it would be interesting to know what the base model of car this is.
Some gigantic beast. Oh no!
Bye-bye, baby.
Clarence!
Oh. We're gonna duel Western style. Oh yeah, well, the winner of visual effects for 1987 was Aliens. They're up to against some stiff competition. It wasn't nominated though, which is surprising.
What a stacked year.
Was it nominated the next year? Because it might have come out in a poor timing.
That's a good point. Well,
As if you wouldn't hear that.
he's kind of messed up at the moment. Oof.
They actually had him in the suit when they did that.
Yeah, the suit had to actually hold him up.
That was the third Oh, stunt man.
That's
There's
some
the fourth one.
exploding.
He's still there to this day. They just covered it up with dirt and moved on.
They just adhered a plaque to the rusty metal, and that was that. Ow, stop it. I love the warbly
impressive.
sound effect on his voice. And now we know the real reason he has a gigantic spike to install data for that scene.
Gigantic shit.
Oh, look at it leak. That's so good. Hell yeah.
Look, at least her finger's not on the trigger.
Love this line.
They'll fix you. They fix everything.
Like he just like slumps down defeated. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, thank God.
Today's been fucking hell.
The police strike could really work for us. By the end of the week, we can have
Oh, he's such a scumbag. Is it raining at your house?
Yes, it is.
I want to stop raining at mine. I'm done.
Yeah, has there been more flooding?
There's been a little bit. It's just real Australia hours. We get no rain for 6 months, and then we get all the rain.
I love how he just doesn't fuck around with Ed this time. He's like, just, no.
I like how the apparently super deadly robot can be two-shot by...
I mean, it's an anti-vehicle gun.
It's an anti-building weapon. You saw how it took out the nude shop.
I love that little toe tap. Oh.
The throes of death.
Yeah.
You will meet each new challenge with the same aggressive attitude.
This actually does sound like a corporate speech.
Yeah, it does. Like, someone definitely sat in on some fucking producer meetings. Just took notes.
The program will not allow me to act against an officer of this company.
Oh, so good.
These are serious charges. What is your evidence?
This spike I used to gouge out your accomplice's throat.
Still has the blood on it. That's actually really good.
Oh, this did win an Academy Award. Sound effect. Special achievement award for sound effects.
Now it's time to erase
That stands up.
Well,
Yeah, sick.
The little bit at the end with the arms would have probably ruined any chance of it happening.
Yep.
An award.
very calmly. I will board the chopper with my hostage.
This whole scene's so good.
They just have a loaded gun in the conference room.
You're now a tiny tap in his liver and off he goes. Ooh. I love how into it he is. Like, whoa, oh, yeah, look at his arms. Look at him. Oh, so good. Yeah, I just love that guy so much. Just like so excited about that man's death. I guess that means he can move up in the company a little bit now.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name?
It'd be really windy up there with the window now missing. Little smile. Off he walks. That's it. I love it. That's just the end.
It's very cheesy, like that ending.
Yeah.
It's like he just walks off into the sunset with a smirk.
Yeah.
Like, but again, it's of a
I'm just
time
gonna-
when
Oh, fuck's sake.
it's of a time when that's kind of like expected, because these are the people setting the trends.
And we can't see the camera anywhere on his noggin. How good. Oh, all right. So, I know we've... How many times have you reckon you've all seen this movie?
4 times.
4 times?
Maybe probably 5+.
I'd have to be in the low 20s, I think, at least.
It'd be less than 10.
Less than
Or
10?
more than 5. Yeah.
You're like, it's my favorite movie. I've only watched it 20 times. Do you know how many times I've watched Overlord? All 4 seasons from start to finish.
Yeah, that's because you're sick, though.
And
I've
have...
watched it once a week. For over
Yeah,
a year.
because you're sick.
Well, that's what happens when you're cripplingly unemployed and can afford to watch 4 entire seasons of television weekly.
No, I wasn't employed.
Oh.
I was at uni.
Oh, that's worse.
What uni does to a man.
I just took a degree in medicine.
Yeah.
Different.
It's still watching Overlord.
Did your grades
working
suffer?
part-time.
Did your grades
No.
suffer? You sure? You probably could have done better if you weren't watching 4 seasons of Overlord a week.
Yeah, but that's what I chose to do.
Okay.
Man has been given free will.
I would have
He will
gotten better
exercise it.
grades, but at what cost? I couldn't
Yeah.
have watched a season of Overlord.
Yeah, without that season of Overlord, he would have been tied up on the fan or something.
My point is,
you know.
yeah, my point is, you claim this is your favorite movie, and you haven't watched it 100
Definitely,
times.
definitely one of my favorite movies for sure.
I've watched Hot Fuzz at least 50 times. That's not even my favorite movie.
Well, tell you what, I watch more movies, I guess. I just watch a varied amount of movies as well. Oh, so good.
You've also been here longer.
Yeah, I have been alive a bit longer than you.
Yeah.
So I've had a greater appreciation.
Yeah. You had a head
I've watched
start.
Star Wars a lot.
Oh, that's disappointing. Wait, which ones?
Yeah.
I think I've only ever watched the Clone Wars.
I probably watched the original trilogy probably hundreds of times, and I've probably watched the Revenge of the Sith probably hundreds of times as well.
Revenge of the Sith is your kryptonite. I've watched every
It's
single movie Star Wars ever put out, including the Christmas specials. But like only ever once.
yeah.
The Phantom Menace. Watch that.
Yeah, I've seen all the Star Wars content, but I'm not gonna rewatch all of the Phantom Menace. I'll watch the ending 30 minutes for the cool fight scene. That's
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
the little fights, yeah.
God, it's impressive that dog shit film has such a good fight scene at the end.
It's not that bad. It does everything it's set out to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and shit.
Marlo, wait, what would
like Hayden Christensen? We're getting sidetracked. Sorry.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Marlo, what would your number one watched piece of media be?
Are we just talking movies?
Movies and TV shows. Movies and TV shows, I guess. Probably Sailor Moon.
Surprisingly enough, actually, no, not Sailor Moon.
Dragon Ball?
Yeah, I'd probably say Dragon Ball beats Sailor Moon with watch. Just purely because I know line for line with Sailor Moon. But if it was movies, it'd be the Ninja Turtles 1990 ones.
That tracks.
Yeah, those are quality too.
Dragon Ball is another one that I've watched a ton, but my memory of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z is really skewed because of the abridged series. So I've honestly forgotten like where abridged starts and ends. Same with
I watched the
Not Kai, which was like the official abridged version. I do love. Side note of like, I love the idea of like Dragon Ball Kai. It's like, hey guys, we're re-releasing the show, but without all the unbelievable bullshit in it.
It wasn't so much unbelievable shit. It was just more like we didn't need 3 episodes of Goku powering up.
Yeah, 2 will do.
The good news for Dragon Ball fans, it's not the most disliked thing on IMDb anymore.
I saw that. Yeah, buddy.
What's replaced it?
The Zegstar Snow White.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Evolution is no longer the worst rated movie.
Oh, it never was. There was definitely movies under it. But like
It was the most high profile.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's fine.
It's on
That
the
movie was
list.
shit.
It was.
I actually didn't hate that Dragon Ball movie, but then again, I have
What?
such a love for it.
I didn't even know what Dragon Ball was when I watched it.
It's such a dumb thing to say.
Just a second. Just got it.
It wasn't that bad. It definitely.
It was horrible.
What was that? What was that? Dragon Ball.
What do you keep saying?
Dragon Ball the live action movie wasn't too
live-action
bad.
Dragon Ball. No, it wasn't.
As an independent movie, it was just a bad movie.
It was better than the Ghostbusters female version.
Yeah, it's just Jaden's cynical. I'm gonna run out of things to put on it.
There's more. I have more.
This conversation's going. Let's get back to Robocop. I love
For
how
the first
purple.
Dragon Ball live action, I don't think it was that bad. Yes, they can do better, but
I like how Robocop's face looks like it's just his.
He's just
face
disappointed with you.
Very rosy lips. Look at him.
Yes,
he does
his
have
lips.
very rosy lips.
He's wearing lipstick, and it looks like his face has been skinned and stretched over his robo brain.
You know what? that was probably part of the casting. Like, you would have to have someone with a very emotive, like, mouth.
Lower face.
Like, yeah, because like everything has to come through that.
That, and he needs to be okay getting stuck in that bloody awful suit.
I think one of the reasons why they cast, like, one of the biggest things for casting was just someone who could fit inside the suit.
And
Like,
who
they
wouldn't
had,
die.
they had to be very live, like very skinny.
Yeah, he was not a thick boy. Anyway, look, we've gone off topic for a bit. Yeah, what's our favorite bit of this film? Favorite bit, worst bit? I don't know. There's no. For me, there's the only scene that like really does not hold up is when old Dick Jones gets kicked out the window and his arms go fucking full go-go gadget, fucking 3
he
foot
becomes
longer.
Slender Man.
He does. He's the birth of Slender Man. Like, that's the one scene in this movie. I'm like, man, if that was better, like, I almost wish they just didn't. If they just cut that out and didn't show it, and just
what
had
was the point? Like, why'd they?
I have no idea. Like, I think
What's the reasoning behind that?
it would have been better off as just a progressive, like, and just like he's falling away and just audio. You know?
Yeah. But just show him getting shot out the window, and then you just hear him scream, and Robocop could, like, step out to the window and look down.
Well,
as
they
you
could
hear
have just
him
actually
scream.
thrown the fifth stuntman off the roof
Yeah.
and just filmed him hit the concrete.
Listen,
They could have.
They bought a half a dozen stuntmen, and they might have had to do some reshoots. So we kept 2 of them alive, just in case. Yeah.
They ran out of stuntmen.
All right. So there's clearly no bad point to this movie. What's your favorite bit? Oh, wait. Do you have a bad bit?
No, I don't have a bad bit.
I can feel Spider like prepping some retaliatory like
No, not at all.
I will say my favorite bit when you're actually watching the film and not watching with a group of people joking about it. I actually do think that him getting shot up by the police is a very like emotive part of the film.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite scenes.
So I think, God, I'm going to be paraphrasing this, but I did read something about that once before. Like, if you look at the movie prior to him getting the fucking shit shot out of him, it's a very deliberate, like, Hollywood action movie. Like, you got, tough girl Lewis, like, punching the dude out. You got him going akimbo out the windows, firing at the doors, and they're returning fire and hitting nothing. Like, it was a very, like, tropey 80s action movie.
It's a turning point
from the outset, and then that's the this is not that moment, and I really like it. I don't know, this movie just rules. It's so goddamn good.
It is so good.
All right, what was your favorite bit? For me,
when he's getting blasted by his officers, like that's a
that's a real like
when he's getting blasted by the SWAT team.
Yeah. That is a very cool scene where it's actually like, because before that he's just like, he can just take any shot. Well, I mean, the Ed 209 fucks him up, but it's like an anti-tank thing. But like, he just walked through gunfire before, but just like the weight of fire was just wearing him down.
And
it's also like the emotional betrayal.
Yeah, his brothers in arms are killing him.
These are people who were cheering him on earlier in the film.
That's true, yeah. I do like some of the, I don't know if they were named cops, but some of the guys from like the locker room were like, but like there was a bit of protest, like, whoa, we can't do this, and then
the opinionated extras.
Yeah, opinionated extras, yeah. But then you have like the SWAT team dude, the what was he, the negotiator before? Just got cucked by poor old Robocop. The real good turning point pinnacle scene is like his like when he takes the helmet off and you see what he looks like finally, and it's got like the showing in the warbly mirror first before you actually they do a full face reveal. Damn, it's just so good.
I'm a big sucker too for the protagonist getting like his shit kicked in a little bit.
Yeah, like I mean, so many movies do it. It's almost a trope at this point, but like the second act low point of like, you know, you got to have something to come back from, or else it's not much of a
tropes
turnaround.
aren't bad things. They're tropes because they work.
Yeah, they're telling a story.
If I was to pick a favorite scene that doesn't include the previous scenes, because there's good scenes, I think there are definitely scenes that could have been done better. None are just like bad, but there's like little things that could have been done better. My favorite scene or collection of scenes was when he was getting sort of transformed in the ER as well.
Yeah.
Because it's played very seriously. And then you have this like comical levity to kind of juxtapose it.
Mm.
Like where they're like kissing him and they're messing around and you see workplace harassment and workplace violence. Ha ha ha, very funny.
Little workplace harassment, but yeah. It was the 80s.
That was shown directly on the tail end of a dude fighting for his life in the ER.
Yeah. I think
it's good balance.
That scene is
themes and emotions.
I think that scene is really effective in telling you get a lot of information. And we talked about that earlier in the movie where, like, they showed they didn't tell. Like, they showed little bits, like the bit with the robot arm, it's like he could crush every bone in your body. Like, it's not told as a... I guess that is telling, but it's like the passing of information between the two characters, it felt natural rather than a cop just aside just going, yo, he can, you know what I mean? Like, it felt natural. It didn't feel forced. And that just little, it's like 2 or 3 minutes and they just basically lay out the specs of the dude, of what he can do now and what has happened to him previously. It's cool.
It's a little good scenes.
Yeah, it's just show, don't tell. I like it. What about you, Marlo? What do you reckon? What do you like?
I don't really have a favorite, to be honest.
Yeah,
it's an enjoyable movie, but I can't pick a scene that really jumped out at me.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's just an overall good movie, I think. Just solid all the way around. I've shown friends of mine, like, they're in like their early 20s. Like, guys from work, I was like, never seen them. Like, what? All right, we're watching this. And just like, it's a movie I like to show.
You would be sitting there like a kid, just like bubbling with joy, and they would just be deadpan, just like staring at the TV, like, yeah, cool.
It's actually a really good movie to show people that have never seen it before, because it is mind blowing that this movie is fucking pushing 40 years old. That's ridiculous, and it holds up so well against. Pick a movie from last year.
Comparing it to modern movies from the last year is unfair, because they're shit.
They are just, I don't know. Compare this to like the nightmare CGI fucking dwarf creatures from Snow White right now. It's like, oh,
it's not a fair comparison because that's just bullying.
Yeah, this had a budget of like $30 million, and they only had $300 million.
I'm so glad that Disney's losing money.
Anyway, it feels good, doesn't it?
Just so good.
Oh.
What would but comparing it to a movie like in its class?
Yeah, all right. Compare it to what would a movie this movie's rough grade be? The last fucking Terminator movie, whatever the hell that was, Genesis or whatever. It had some pretty decent special effects, but
no, Genesis wasn't the last. It's the last days or something.
What would have maybe? I'm actually struggling to think of a movie that would be in.
It's a very 80s sort of movie.
I don't know.
80s, early 90s action, like unapologetic action sort of. John Wick kind of comes to mind a little bit. I know we talked about that earlier. It's movies themselves, like thematically, have just gone away, like they've evolved over time. So you're not going to have a direct one-to-one, but like a good one would probably be the Chris Hemsworth, like Extraction.
Yeah, I guess that'd be a pretty close one, I suppose.
There's no direct one-to-one, obviously. And there's never going to be. You can compare it like favorably to movies from around the same time, like Terminator, Predator. Like, these are all movies that share a lot of common themes and a lot of visual aspects. Just because this is purely story-driven, and they were limited by the technology at the time. studios now are no longer limited
I was
by technology.
Well, I was reading. It was an article. It was basically saying that because these early movies had such limitations in technology, they had to be creative. Like, you had to figure out a way to do things to make it look good. Whereas now, because of CGI, you can literally just whatever you can imagine, whatever you want, can be done. In theory, with enough time and budget.
Of like laziness.
Yeah, the fix it in post. We'll just CGI this bullshit in later.
And it doesn't like Terminator 1, I think. So you might crucify me for this. I think the first Terminator movie is a better movie than this. And it was done with less. And I think that's suffering that like the director and the cast bring is something that makes a terrific movie. It's something that actually comes from the final product. And it's a Jack Nicholson movie. I completely it's the Stephen King one.
The Shining?
The Shining.
The
yes,
Shining?
They were put through hell on that movie. The director, Kubrick. Was it Kubrick?
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, he literally caused actors to go into like distress.
Yeah, that was back in the day when work health and safety wasn't really. Yeah.
But look at the final product. Look at get the actors.
Their suffering was worth it.
Yeah.
He says.
I know the I can't remember the name of the lady, but she like they just like destroyed her poor soul.
There's a couple of like behind the scenes like interviews and stuff talking about it. Like I don't think it was Kubrick. I think it was one of his aides or something. It was like, oh yeah, we had like the take, like the first take, and we were going to use that. But Kubrick just kept having her do this line over and over again
to wear her down, so she looked exasperated and terrified.
Just so when they filmed the later scenes, she wasn't acting like manic and like frustrated and disheveled. She actually was manic and disheveled.
It works so well because it's genuine.
But it works. Like Terminator, the first Terminator movie, they didn't have permission to film a lot of those scenes, so that sort of a lot of the framing and it was the best possible product it could have been.
Yeah,
because they were making use of everything they could have. And then modern movies are fucking garbage. They are shit.
I think
I'll still eat the slot.
Having a limited budget makes you be creative. Where if you've got those, I mean, lack of a better term, like the Disney bucks of like, that doesn't matter. They're going to just keep pumping money into it. So you can just keep shooting and keep making more and more and more.
As crazy as this sounds, it's evolution. It's literally just survival pressure.
Yeah, kind of.
People who are making movies at this time, we're the best of the best.
Like,
but now if you have enough money, you can just brute force it.
So, all right. Taking inflation into account, how much do you think this movie cost?
150 million.
So am I accounting for inflation?
Accounting for inflation. In today's money, how much do you think this movie cost to make?
In today's money, I think this movie costs. I'm gonna go 40 mil in today's money.
Oh, I'm gonna change my answer.
What do you reckon,
Marlowit? I think 97 million.
97.
Yeah,
we've got a 40.
I think 40 is probably too low, but I'm gonna stick with it.
Marlowit, what do you reckon?
I'm never good with these things, so I'm just listening now.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, so this cost $38 million. Less than in today's money.
Oh, that's close.
Less than 2 episodes of fucking She-Hulk.
Comparing it to
that's
yes,
She-Hulk litmus test.
I don't know why. I think I've only actually watched 1 episode of She-Hulk, and then I couldn't, like, my soul could not bear that burden any further.
Yeah, 1 episode's too much.
Yeah, never go back to She-Hulk. But I don't know. I just like using those bloated, shitty fucking Marvel shows as like a comparison of like what you can do when people care and when people are just like cranking this shit out for the whatever. We just need to make this content.
What did She-Hulk cost again, did you say?
Like, each
Yeah,
episode was like $22 million.
Okay.
I think the Acolyte was about the same. I might.
Yeah, I remembered the Acolyte, and it was like 30 to 28.
The Acolyte's, the Acolyte's shit.
So
you said Acolyte, and I thought of Endor, and I'm like, Endor wasn't that bad, but then like all the the flooding memories come back of that fucking show.
Like what was the Acolyte budget? It was absurd.
230 million was the Acolyte budget.
For how many episodes? Like 8?
It was 28 to 30 million per episode, so that puts it at 12.
I've got it as $230 million. Right,
Yep.
so you could have made 5 Robocop movies for the price of The Acolyte, which we will be watching one day.
Yeah, I think it's less about the suffering, because going back to my previous point about like the suffering and stuff.
I
It's
mean,
a little bit of that, but it's also just the sheer pressure that the directors are under. They were far more creative. They had adaptive problem solving. They were just more intelligent people. But now we have George Lucas's coffee assistant. From like one time that's now running the whole of fucking Disney.
Oh, right. Yeah, Miss Kennedy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, don't forget,
just female.
Who was it? The writer or the director of Acolyte, who was the personal assistant to Mr. Harvey Weinstein? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like nepotism.
Yeah, it really is.
Like,
I think that
backwards.
we're going
It's not the director's kids.
We're going well into fucking inside baseball now, but I think like the big difference is back then, like you had people that were passionate about a project, like people want like. Writer and director wanted to make this movie, whereas now, a lot of the time, from my understanding, is they get a premise for a show or a movie, and then they cast a director to do it. They just pick someone to do the job to direct this movie, whereas before it was like more of a creative team that would be developing the movie simultaneously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the difference between an artist and a painter. An artist is creating something, whereas a painter is just a dude with a roller adhering the paint to the wall to get the fucking job done. No, that's my... Yeah,
I understand the comparison.
I like that. That's my comparison. Can't take that. Oh no,
It's mine.
It's mine.
Mine now.
So good.
Can't have it.
Anyway, I think that'll do us for tonight, guys. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hang on, let me get it.
Say the line, Bart.
Eat my shorts.
Hey.
That is a show. That was actually pretty good. Nancy Cartwright would be proud. There you go, buddy.
You know you can get voice acting lessons from her.
Oh, is she on Masterclass or something?
I honestly forget the website, but I stumbled across it one day when I was looking.
Intriguing.
Yeah. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe.
Or else.